I'm talking today to Tony Roberts of Fibre GarDen about their working relationship with ITS. Tony, you have a rural project that you've been working on with ITS. First of all, tell us about Fibre GarDen and where you're situated in the UK.
Fibre GarDen's a community broadband initiative, and we're located in Cumbria, and we're covering 540 properties in 2 separate dales. And we're in order to connect them, we're delivering fibre to the home, which will mean we'll be laying 64 kilometres of cable to enable us to do that. It's been quite an uphill struggle over the past 5 years to get us to the position where the diggers are moving on site next week. But the community have really got behind that and invested their own money in the project through a community share offer.
Yes, I mean, we're very timely if the diggers are starting next week. How did ITS get involved?
After about 3 years of the project, we realised we needed to put out for a building contract to make the project happen. So as part of our state aid notice, we had to go into a competitive tendering process. We went through that process. ITS submitted their details. They were evaluated against a range of other companies, some from Sweden and Italy and all places of Europe took an interest. But they came out to be the clear winners in that process. And the reason they did do that was because they understood our community, and they understood people, and they understood how important it was for us to be connected to the outside world.
So once they'd been successful at the tender process, what have they actually done? What have been their main roles supporting you?
Initially, they connected us to the industry, which to us was very important. We needed to know what was going on in the industry, what were the protocols and building standards that we needed to use for the network to make sure that it was compliant for everybody. But they also connected us to events like this, so we could network and understand what other projects were doing as well. The important thing is that we found with ITS is that they understood us on the project. So much so that 2 of their directors, and Roy Shelton, who's the chief executive of ITS, is now sitting on our board and helping us to move the project forward.
That's a really unusual level of commitment, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. But I mean, Roy's very involved with parish council and other types of local issues where he lives. So he really is committed. And the one thing with ITS is they're so passionate about a project, and almost commercialism of the project goes out the window, and they just want to get it delivered for the communities that they're doing. So it's great.
So I guess you would recommend them to other people in your situation.
I certainly would. There's a lot of companies out there, and everyone should do their own research. But we found that ITS was right for us, and we see a very, very long partnership with them.
Tony, well, good luck with the dig this week, and thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.